Whenever women are mentioned in the Holy Bible, there is a tendency to interpret that the status assigned to women in today's society is a reflection of what is established in the Scriptures, and is associated with the status they have been given in today's society since ancient times, not perceiving the real depths deposited in the Word of God. God's model is different from the social model, since most of the social model comes from paganism. Throughout the Old Testament we find many examples of God's role for women in the Holy Bible, from the mystery of creation to the end of time. And when those roles were being misrepresented and why the Lord allowed it, knowing the fallen nature of man. On the other hand, the entrance of paganism, its possible origins, its influence on God's people and its alteration of the divine model. We have always been sold the idea that women are inferior, that they are property, that it is religion that set it up that way and has forbidden women to be educated or to achieve great things in their lives. But everything we learn from the divine model moves away from that reality and comes to be arrangements of the heart of man and the enemy to decay the original model and lead society to what we know today. And yes, it is directly linked to the role of man and the abuse that has been achieved from the position that has been privileged in disposing God in front of the world and society. Remember that everything on earth is a reflection of heaven, and the relationship between man and woman is no different. From the beginning of creation, God created them and called them Adam. Note that the article is plural. God did not create a man, he created mankind. Even from that time he said that man and woman are one flesh, one body, not two. When God sees a couple, he does not see two people, he sees one. Just as he took the people of Israel and Jesus took the church. No matter what happens, God will always intervene for Israel and Jesus for the church. The Apostle Paul, who knew this mystery, urged not to marry, because there will be many surprises and surprises. While he said, "Wives, be subject to your husbands as to the Lord," he immediately said, "Husbands, love your wives as Jesus loved the church." Notice that he did not ask the wives to love their husbands, but the man to love his wife as Jesus loved the church. A man should be willing to lay down his life for his wife, be humbled by his wife, not the opposite, not the divine model. It's funny how we say, "I love Jesus because he loved me first," and we don't realize that is the divine model. A man must love his wife first to receive that love back. Likewise, we see in the Old Testament that God was always the one who manifested his love and power to the people of Israel. "Let me show Israel how great I am, that they may choose me." Yes, this is the divine model. Another detail is that nowadays it is always said that man's nature is to be unfaithful and a womanizer. Well, no. God is faithful, so it is expected that his representatives are faithful. Every man who does not look worthy in the Holy Scriptures died, although it does not tell us that God eliminated him. Sometimes it just says, "and it did not please God." You must know the end of those who do not please God. According to the divine model, the man is expected to be faithful and the woman can fail. The woman represents humanity, the church. So men, the relationship you have with your wife is the relationship you expect God to have with you. The woman is glory and crown, just as the church is the glory and crown of Jesus Christ. 1 Thessalonians chapter 2 verses 19 to 20. Therefore, the more prominent the wife is, the more glory she will bring to her house and husband, not the other way around. The woman and man with a partner is one with her partner. That is why God gives so much importance to the intimacy between man and woman. It is a covenant and cannot be broken. They are one body. Looking down, God sees the man and knows that he must be with his wife as guardian, protector, suppliant, comforter, just as Jesus Christ is with the church. For he chose them as his representation. Therefore, as the church is the glory and crown of Jesus Christ, so the woman is the glory and crown of the man. This refers to couples. The glory you do not hide and the crown you do not neglect. T is kept in a visible place and in the best condition because it shows what you are and elevates your position. And Jesus said, "Well, the kings of the Gentiles lord it over them, and those who have authority over them are called benefactors. But not so you, but let the greatest among you be as the youngest, and he who leads is he who serves. For which is greater, he that sitteth at meat, or he that serveth? Is it not he that sitteth at meat? But I am among you as one who serves." Luke chapter 22 verses 25 to 27. Matthew chapter 20 verses 25 to 28. For that is the reflection of heaven. Women, know your position in God according to the Scriptures. God did not give it to you as a way of humiliation, but for protection and support to demonstrate who He is and what relationship He wants with mankind. Just as Jesus manifests Himself through His church to make it shine in the best possible way, so should be your relationship with your husband, your glory and crown, called to shine and for all that glory to demonstrate the good husband God has given you. If you do not have that kind of relationship, ask for it today, and if you have not yet chosen, do not crown a king yet, but know how to choose, that if you are to submit and be the glory of someone who is according to the divine model, who reflects God as He should and loves you as Jesus loved the church. Let him lead as he should, for he who commands and imposes is a tyrant. Even God is presented as a gentleman. Remember, study the scriptures, be prepared, and until the next video.